How's it going, guys? Hope all is well. Welcome to my Rio Chairman Southern. You know, there never seems to be enough hours in a day, right? I mean, between work, maybe school, taking care of things around the house, kids. Luckily, my kids are all grown. There just never seems to be enough time. And, finding time to work on a layout could be tough. I try to get at least an hour in every day, be it in the morning or at night. We really need what, 3 or 4 hours, right, guys? 3 or 4 hours, put a pot of coffee on, and then dive right in. But when I get those short spurts, what I like to do is just pull up a stool and just analyze an area that I'm working on or have worked on. Just see how the colors are all blending in, see if everything looks uniform, see what it needs, what it doesn't need. Maybe something needs to be moved, a building turned slightly, or there's just a tree out of place. It's good to do that now and then. Just dive right in, get down into your own little miniature world and see what's going on. But for instance, in this spot here, where I built the mine, I finished this back in about January, like in January. Well, I never really finished it. It still has more details because we all love our details. I got to put more ground cover in, a couple trees, all that good stuff. But that's how I like to work sometimes. I just get the basics in and then come back to it later. It's like that dish of ice cream. You got the ice cream there, and maybe add a little syrup, throw some nuts on it, a little whipped cream, and then you finish it off with the cherry. So anyway, I was looking at this scene here, and I noticed I had this talus slope, all the mine waste, and it's coming down the hill here. And I said, oh, that's going to run right on the tracks. That might not be a good thing. So I think I'm going to need a retaining wall in here. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to put a retaining wall in here. And this way you can catch all that debris coming down. And I think it'll just fill in this area here. I'll do a short little video on it. And then you can see how I make them. Pretty easy. Nothing to it. All right, so I guess enough of me yapping. Let me get over to the workbench and I'll show you guys how to do it. All right, guys, this is what we're going to need to make our retaining wall. A piece of heavy cardstock. Size will depend on how large of a wall you need. Of course, the larger the wall, the larger the piece you'll need. Also a saw, an X-Acto knife, some wooden dowels. I use 1/8 inch bamboo. I found these online. You get like 100 for a few dollars. Some stain. I like to use Minwax dark walnut. Some carpenter's glue. Get the water resistant kind. Also need some diluted matte medium, 50-50 with water. A soft brush. Some soil with some small stones mixed in. And some IPA to wet the surface. Okay, the first step is to rough up the surface of the dowels to give it some texture. Just drag the saw blade across it. Next we need the dead men, the ones that go between our logs. I like to use my chopper for this. Cut small logs, a little larger than the width of one log. Make as many as you think you'll need. I always cut more. Next I'll pour some stain in a tray and give the logs a good soaking. Same with the small pieces. Then dry on a paper towel. Now we can begin building our wall. Cut the main logs to size and simply glue to the bottom of the cardstock. Then we'll add the small logs, one placed at the ends and spaced apart. About 10 to 12 feet is good. Continue up the wall, alternating the logs. Next we'll add the fill. Just spread it over the logs. Take a soft brush and gently work the fill in. Save the excess. Then give it a light spray of the IPA. Take the matte medium and apply it to the surface. You can soak up the excess with a paper towel. Here's the one I made for the layout. This one has sides on it because of the slope. I just simply glue them on. Okay, let's see how it looks. All right, guys, so I took that wall I had made, put it in position, and then I just mixed up some Sculptamold and filled in the gaps. On top, I just wet some paper towels, stuffed them down in there, threw some more Sculptamold on top. Once that's painted, I'll add the ground cover, more talus up in here, and I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? All right. Next time, I think I'll show you guys how I make my stone walls. I usually make a master, make a silicone mold, and I can reproduce them over and over and over again. Well, that wraps it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be safe out there, and happy railroading.